Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your big dog, Cujo, Hendrix, and we in the cut with it with another episode. We got a special guest in the building, but before that, I just want to give a special thanks to everybody that's been tuning in, locking in, subscribing, commenting, sharing, doing all that for me. I appreciate that, man. If it wasn't for y'all, I'd be doing this for nothing. And y'all wouldn't be getting put on to like all the best local Chicago artists that's coming up right here in Chicago, man. So keep it locked, stay tuned, man. But let's get into our intro. Yo, welcome back, gang. Today's gonna be a good show. Today we got a special guest straight off the south side of Chicago, KYN, an emerging rapper and R&B artist, making waves right here in her unique way. Been doing it for a little minute now, but she definitely making her way through being a college student, all that. We're gonna get into her EP she recently released. Let's give it up for KYN. How you doing? How you doing?
Yo.
How you doing?
Good.
Appreciate you coming through, though. I really appreciate you.
I'm really glad to be here.
For sure. I definitely seen you perform at the Give Miss.
Yes.
That was back in, at Columbia, too?
Mm-hmm.
What was that, like in December?
December, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then we also have a new event coming up we're going to tell you about real soon. We're going to get into that. But definitely, I appreciate you coming through. We're going to play a little game called This or That.
All right.
We lacking on this first one, but Backwoods or Duchess?
Backwoods. I don't smoke no Duchess.
For sure, for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with Duchess. I smoke Duchess. They just be stale. That's
just
all.
a little.
They just a little. She said she need them woods for sure. Harold's or Uncle Remus?
Oh, I never had Uncle Remus.
For real?
Yes, I heard they good, so it's gonna have to be Harold's for sure.
For sure. No, Uncle Remus is good. It's just it's the sauce.
Yeah.
The sauce be banging.
Try some.
For sure. Cubs or White Sox?
Oh, but Cubs. I think I seen them more a little bit. Yeah, I don't really watch it.
She don't watch much.
Just a little bit.
All right, for sure. All right, Party Next Door or The Weeknd?
Party Next Door all day.
For sure. All right, Brent Faiyaz or Giveon?
Ooh, I love Giveon's voice and his tone,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna have to be Brent Faiyaz.
For sure. Future or Young Thug?
Future all day.
Oh, my dog.
All day.
Quick, for sure. All right, Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
Drake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Drake, he been my top 5 since forever.
Now look, see this question, the Drake and Kendrick one was before the beef, so
Yes,
it's
before the
crazy.
beef,
that was before the beef. Like I had this question in here even before the beef. Like it's crazy that now they beefing.
Yes. Oh my God.
All right, what about this? Have a hit song on TikTok that gets ruined, or a classic album that takes years to blow up?
Classic album that take years to blow up.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Hell yeah, had that.
I have to do the longevity.
Yeah, that's what I was literally finna say. All right, drill music or trap music?
Trap, like I don't know. I like the more club vibe versus y'all killing niggas. You know, I'm sorry.
No cap for sure. All right, deep dish pizza or mild sauce on everything?
Mild sauce on everything, but I still like deep dish stuff for sure.
All right, what type of pizza? Deep dish pizza?
Just it's either sausage or cheese, no pepperoni.
That's a first in a minute.
Really?
Somebody
I
just say
hate
deep
pepperoni. Y'all deep dish?
Yeah, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must be a.
I like it. Giordano's, yeah.
No,
Only theirs though. Like
okay.
anybody else, I don't eat it. No.
Okay, for sure. But I feel like that's the only people that everybody know to go to is
Yeah.
Giordano's for some deep dish. All right, let's see. Perform at Lollapalooza or headline at Promontory?
Ooh, Lollapalooza. Only because I've been wanting to do
real
like
shit.
a big summer festival like that.
Yeah. And that's just Lollapalooza. That's just so many different eyes and
it's
ears.
like a whole bigger network.
Hell yeah. All right, what do you call this building? Willis Tower or the Sears Tower?
I call it the CS Tower.
All right, bet for sure. Same. All right, so I just want to give a little background of the people, a little background where you from and stuff. So I know I told you told them that you from the South Side. But what was it like growing up, and how did music come into the picture?
Growing up, it was really like I had a happy childhood. Like I grew up in KYN City, and then like I did go to school in Harvey for a minute though. But like of course, like I was in the city, my grandma and like most of my family on the South Side. So it was like just really growing up like at the barbecues. We listening to R. Kelly and shit, and then like just on the way home, the radio. It's like different genres, like Jasmine Sullivan. So just like taking so many different genres in and just channel it into my own way.
Okay, for sure. And growing up, repping the South Side and stuff like that, how does that shape like your sound and your lyrics?
Honestly, I just feel like, like juke music in general. So it's like I feel like I do have that like lively sound, but also like I pop my shit like
Sure.
like Dirk Chief. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I did a few remixes and shit. So it's like I
Yeah.
still channel that like
Yeah.
Southside Legends for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. And I remember there's one song in your EP, and I was just listening,
Hmm.
and you had said something like crazy, like, oh, what was it? Let me look it up on my app. I just had it.
Hmm.
Um, don't what was it? Don't wake me up.
Yes, I was listening to that this morning.
And I was like, she said, "Don't wake me up," and you said something along the lines of like, "You'll get down on a nigga if he play crazy."
Yeah,
Like,
like if you if you play, you like that, man. But yeah, just off like
I said, "Ooh," now she said she gonna set you up if you play.
yeah,
She said she gonna get down. So, but I said I hear it in the music
all the
that's just
backstory.
Chicago
Yeah.
type shit. Like I fuck with it. Chicago females. I didn't been in situations where y'all get crazy when y'all
Yeah,
and the
no,
love get there and y'all start
we
So
want to. Well,
it could be get a little crazy, but I feel that. What is the most Southside thing about you?
honestly, I feel like the way I talk and way I move, like I feel like the South Side, we just real like put together, real trim, real like you could tell where we from.
Yeah, for
Honestly,
sure.
like
For sure.
I don't really have to say too much.
For sure. For sure. I just gotta ask you. You know how out west be? They be like.
Baby, yo, I hate that West. I'm sorry. Don't. But if you know, you know. I hate that West.
That's just the ongoing beef. Out west and out south. I ain't for either side. I'm from up north, so
Yeah.
I just be seeing it.
It's like
I be watching. I'm the
no,
spectator.
like
I
it's
be
definitely
watching
a
from
little
the
beef.
outside.
Oh my god.
I ain't in that beef, so I'm good. But for sure. How did you get the name Ken, and why do you spell it that way?
Okay, so growing up, like my name is actually Kennedy. Don't call me that, but yes, my name is Kennedy, and like I always used to get called like either KK, Ken, and just like after my uncle passed, I'm like I still want to incorporate that name in some way, and I did think about like changing it to something else, like
Mhm.
maybe Rogue. So like I put a list together of names, and I sent it like to my family, and I'm like, all y'all choose, and they all chose Ken. So I'm like, but like I want to spin it a little bit because I still wanted to feel like me, but also seem like different. So I did
Yeah.
the Y instead of the E, and then like I always put it in all caps because it's like small, but like it's a statement.
Right, for sure. I feel with that. I feel with that. Talk to us about you as an artist. Like, how would you describe your sound to someone who's never like heard your music before?
My sound is real like energetic, but also like deep. Like I feel like I have so many different layers to me, especially when it comes to my music. Like even with my EP, like
Hmm.
that was more like my lover girl side, my soft side. But like some of my singles, like Ken shit, no call ID, like that's why I
Yeah,
pop my shit. So it's like it just show all the different versions of me for real.
for sure, for sure. Was music something you always wanted to do?
No, it was not.
Really?
I never wanted to be like a artist, a rapper. Like I always just thought I would be more in the background, and I always wanted to like songwrite for other people because I was so shy growing up. Like
Okay, okay.
I know I may not seem shy now or like when
Yeah.
I'm on stage, but like I'm definitely kind of a quiet person. So it's like that's how I felt like the other side of me, and like I channeled that to
Eh,
be confident.
okay. And when did that come in? When you was like, all right, I'll actually start doing the rapping and
It
singing.
was like growing up in like fourth, fifth grade, like that's when I really got into poetry. So like if I
Okay.
didn't start with poetry, I wouldn't be rapping now because like to me the lyrics is the most important thing
Yeah,
of
for
all.
sure.
So from that and then like when I finally like started going to school to Thornton, like I went to high school there. So like it was a program my senior year, yeah, like a little contest, whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm like I never been to studio before. I've been trying to teach myself how to rap to beats because like that was just something I wasn't used to and like nobody
Okay.
else in my family was
Yeah.
like kind of doing that besides my brother. Like he was more on the production side.
Okay.
So I did the contest, I won, and shout out to Mr. Clark. Like that changed my whole everything. So like my first time being in the studio, I'm like, this what I want to do.
Mm,
Like
that's what's up. Yeah, and I see, even on the EP too, you had like a song on there that was like mostly poetry. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what
yeah,
she.
like I want to always make sure I bring
Yeah,
that in so people never forget.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's your biggest musical influences growing up? And it could like, and any Chicago artist that inspired you.
Um, I would definitely say I really had a thing for like the East Coast sound, like New York.
Mm,
Like
okay.
I was really in tune with like Wu Tang, Lil Kim,
Oh
like
wow.
her
Okay.
fashion sense, of course. And yeah, I don't know, I just really like the grittiness and like the underground kind of like beats. So like
Yeah.
I definitely started off there, and I did like transition from it, but
Hmm.
I definitely started off with that. And then like Chicago, like growing up, like when my brother was getting ready for parties and shit, like me and my sister in his room, so he listening to Chief. So like I definitely took that
Yeah,
in.
yeah. That's what's up, man. And that's a shit. That's the price of even having an older brother. Shit,
Yeah,
he
like
putting you
he
on.
put me
Shit.
on.
For sure. So let's take it back a little bit. We've been talking about your EP that you dropped in 2024, called what is it called? Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Excuse me. It has a total of 6 tracks. What was the main theme and like story behind that project, that EP?
I really wanted to tell a story of like just getting into a relationship, being so infatuated with it, and then like kind of seeing like the good and bad of it, and ultimately like the decision to walk away or stay for the sake of yourself, or like would you rather risk the relationship destroying you? So like I really put a lot of thought into that, and like I just wanted to give kind of different versions. So like I did try to include me writing for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like one of the songs I just wrote the song and somebody else sung it.
Okay.
And like
okay.
in the end,
Yeah.
one of
Was that the first song with I
100 Roses.
Yeah, 100 Roses. I was like, I didn't hear her, but he did. He
Yeah.
snapped. Mari was his name.
Yeah, Mari.
He snapped. Yeah.
So it's
okay.
like I just want to try to really
dope.
stretch myself. Like I recorded it in my dorm for the whole, like I think it took me like 2 months. Yeah, trying to put everything together. So
Wow,
yeah, it was definitely a new experience for me.
Oh, it took you 2 months too.
Mhm.
Okay. That's pretty good for you. Just to be started out, because you started.
Yeah.
You know, from the research I've seen, like most of your music dated back all the way to 2023. Is from what I had seen.
Yeah.
So you like for me looking, it was like you fresh into it, like fairly new. So that's pretty good. 2 months to do like a six songs on an EP. That's what's up. What was one of the songs in the project that you feel represents you the most?
Song I feel represents me the most. I would say 100 Roses. I will say like that was really my favorite, and honestly 100 Roses was a poem at first. But I'm like, I could really hear this to music, and that's like I'm just scrolling through YouTube, because like at that time I'm like, I'm not working with like no producers, no engineers, nothing. So I was going to YouTube and I found the beat, and I'm like, okay, like if I slow it down a little, and me and Mari had met at Columbia freshman year, and we stayed in the same dorm, so I'm like, he sings, so it just went from there.
That's what's up though, that you actually put that into your project. Like you writing, but you have somebody else, put your writing aspect into it, but you not singing it. You have somebody else.
Because I definitely still want to be like a songwriter at some point, like actually take time to sit back and write for other people.
That's what's up. That's a decent talent, because writing music for some people is pretty hard, and a lot of people can't do it.
Yeah.
And you write singing, and you can also write rap songs for people too if you wanted to.
I wrote a lot of songs. Just I don't personally want to sing them myself, even though I could, but no. I'd rather hold off on that as much.
For sure.
A little bit.
Was there any songs on the EP that almost didn't make it?
This a little tea. The song that didn't almost make it is International Soul Tie. Like that song was just drama, and it's like I really just decided to still put it on there because I'm like, I'm gonna just still stay true to me, and it's something that I worked on. So regardless of whatever else BS came attached to it, like I'ma still just, for the sake of my music, just do it. And it's like I was already promoting the song as it was, and I really didn't have time to do what I wanted to do if I was gonna change it. So I'm like, it'll just be what it is.
So I fuck with the song. I fuck with it. It's
It
one of the
just,
favorites on there too.
It is. It's just I can't listen to it no more. If you know, you know, but I can't listen to it no more.
Sure. What is something you learned about yourself during this process of making this EP?
I really learned that how I really want to conduct business. Like, for one, of course, I would, if like for something small, record in my dorm again, but main part, just go to the studio and actually lock in with a specific producer and just be more like business, like more strict with it. Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, not letting as much pass as I did before.
Okay. So you just mostly like being more lenient on people?
Well, no, be more hard on people.
No, I'm saying you're being more lenient back.
Oh, yeah. I was letting a lot pass, so yeah.
For sure. Yeah, you gotta do that, especially when it's your art.
Yeah. And I was trying not to just, feel like I was being mean,
Rude,
but I did realize, like, as a woman and I'm in a male-dominated industry, of course, it's like they gonna see what they could get away with, so it's like...
You gotta be the Beyonce. You gotta be the,
I'm that now. They know I'm that now.
People don't try to play with Beyonce because they know how she gonna get, for sure. But that's good though. So do you have set producers or engineers now, or are you still
I'm still like, well,
online?
My cousin out of Cali, like he do produce, so I do use most of his beats. Like Can Shit, that was one of his beats.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. And his name Hollywood. Shout out to him.
For sure. What? So I know you say you went to college and stuff like that. You still going to college?
Yeah, I'm a junior right now.
You a junior, and you attend. You said Columbia.
Columbia.
What do you study there?
So my major is creative writing with a concentration of poetry, and then my minor is music business.
So you like to write. That's why you like poetry.
Yeah, like I'm like I
That's
want
why
to
you like
really
writing.
study like the
Okay.
words, and then like for music business, I'm like if I'm gonna be an artist, I need to at least know how to self manage until I do reach the level where I have people that are there for me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I need to know what I'm doing, and I do.
That's good. That's good. So you got what, a year? Almost. You got a year left, or a year and a half left?
Yeah.
Keep going. I almost finished, but COVID hit, so that's it. I'm
I
out of
felt
there.
that. That's how I felt in high school. That junior year, I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, especially going to a school like Columbia, where it's more hands-on and art.
Yeah.
It's hard to like do that type of shit at home, especially in the major I was in. I was radio, so
Yeah.
I didn't have all that damn equipment at home.
Just like
Hey,
I
y'all to
need
use
y'all.
it, right? Right. But right now, you have two latest singles out right now called "Freaknik" and "KYN Shit."
Yep.
What inspired those two songs?
So Ken shit, it was like I was in a phase where I feel like I was just dealing with so much and not really saying nothing back. So that was me basically pop my shit and like just let y'all know like I'm not going for nothing. And like after that I performed it at Metafresh. So like and I headlined for that. So it was like a real good experience, opportunity. And then for Freaknik, it was like right after my birthday, I had flew out to Nashville with my twin. It was our 20th. And like as soon as I came back, because it was Freaknik out there. So as soon as I came back, like I was on the plane, I'm just writing. I'm writing. And as soon as like a week later, I recorded it. And I'm like, yeah, like
For sure.
that's what I want to do. So
I ain't never been to no Freaknik. I always
yes,
see
I'm going back in like 2 weeks. It's so fun.
Where's this one at?
Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah.
I just see some. They have it one like in Alabama or something too.
Mhm.
I feel like that would be decent too. But I've never been. But
Yeah.
I always be seeing.
It's fun. You should go.
Yeah, I know I'll have some fun. I just gotta find them. But yeah, okay. You said that one is in Nashville.
At TSU, yeah.
Oh, at TSU. Okay. That's what's up. TSU gonna be bussing.
Yeah, it be lit. I be taking my little trips out there.
So, all right. So being both a rapper and a singer, do you feel like you have to prove yourself more in one of the lanes?
I definitely feel like I have to prove myself more vocally as if I'm gonna classify myself as a singer, but I do want to like take vocal lessons and stuff before I do actually try to release like a just complete like singing single or something.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I definitely want to actually hone that craft and like strengthen that before I just put something out. So that may take some more time for me.
Sure. And I'm pretty sure you say you be into the writing, so you write more than you just freestyle.
Yeah, I mean I have been working on freestyling, so it's like really if at least 4 bars come to me, I'll start off with that, then just keep going. Like if I hear a beat within like the first 30 seconds, I know if I like it or not, and then if not, I know.
Next one for sure. If you had a free feature if you could get a free feature from any artist, but you have to fight them in a boxing match, who would it
Damn, boxing match. Oh my god, I know who I want the feature from, but I don't want to fight.
Okay, tell us that. Tell us who you wanted from, and then
Okay.
a person you would fight from. Then
I would say 50 the rapper. Like I want to do a song with her. Like I definitely could see us
can
doing
see
like
that.
a fun song, and then it's like interesting to me. Like I'm a twin and she a twin too. So like that's real cute to
Are
me.
you a twin?
Yeah, like
real?
yeah.
Oh damn.
So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I think that would be fun. So I guess I'm little and her sister little, so it have to be me and her. Cause yeah, my twin taller than me.
She
No,
said it would have to be me and the
it
sister.
would have to be me and sister.
For sure, I fuck with
No
Fendi though. I fuck with Fendi. I met Fendi
Right.
when that Sexy Red concert with Tink.
Mm-hmm.
I met Fendi there. She cool. She been working too. I been seeing
Yeah,
she
she
steady.
be on her stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Let's go to the next question. What is a memorable moment you have had so far in your music career?
So far, to me, is the most memorable. What's the most memorable? Honestly, when I headlined at Columbia for Manafresh last spring, so like that was big to me because it was like I already felt like maybe nobody was supporting me or like listening. So that proved to me, and I proved to myself after winning that position, like I got it and I know what I'm doing. So yeah,
Okay, Manifest. I remember that. I remember I used to be excited for that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It'd be fun as hell. You definitely meet a lot of people. They have that whole block.
yeah,
Just
whole
like,
block just all day.
yeah, all damn day. What is the biggest lesson in the music industry that has taught you so far?
Always stay true to yourself. Like, it don't matter what nobody else doing, or if like you see they sound or they style taking off and you think you got to change yourself to that.
Yeah.
It don't matter as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Facts.
Just trust and believe that the right thing is gonna happen and be in place. So
Yeah,
that's one of my biggest things. Always keeping faith.
for sure. And I know you be doing shows and stuff. What is your biggest pet peeve when performing?
Pet peeve. I just hate when the crowd just be like, well, I know it's really kind of on the artist to really get that energy to the crowd and make them want to vibe, but like, I always just like all standoffish or at the walls. It's like, come here close. Like, y'all came to see a show. I'm trying to get y'all a show. Like,
Yeah.
I really
I feel
love
that.
like interacting with the crowd. Like, if I could be down there with them, whatever, make eye contact. Like, I love that. So it's like, I really just want to feel connected with the audience.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I'm like that sometimes too. I'll be on
Yeah.
the wall.
I do too. Right, I can't talk too much, but hey.
I be like, but I understand though. But like, if that's what you there for, eventually it'll come out. But yeah, I feel like bring y'all ass closer. Got this big ass hole in the middle of the room.
Right here, just a little pit.
Okay. What is the wildest thing you have seen at a show?
The wildest thing I've seen, I don't know. I don't think I've seen anything exactly too crazy yet.
Sure.
No. And I don't really go to too many shows. So, yeah, nothing yet.
For sure. How do you balance the business side with the creative side of music?
So that was really one of my main struggles. Honestly, I feel like at some point overwhelmed. It's like I'm trying to manage myself, trying to find shows and everything, and then also I want to like create. So I did like just partnering and seeing who I have around me, like my peers at Columbia. So finding like a student manager and just networking between classes. So doing that, and it gives me time to focus on just the creative side while also like being able to still put my input on the business.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just getting good at the balancing.
Yeah.
Because last year I was all over the damn place.
Yeah, that's how I feel like kind of right now, especially like when we in the middle of midterms and then finals coming up too. So it's like I definitely feel like I haven't been putting out as much, but it's still on the way.
For sure. We gonna be waiting. We gonna wait and we gonna check it out. All right. What is one thing about Chicago music, about the Chicago music scene that people outside of the city don't understand?
I really feel like it's the lingo sometimes. Like, I feel like, yeah. And I think just in general, like, Chicago is aggressive, but some of the stuff is like, no, it's just the lingo, the disconnect. Like, this how we talk.
Yeah, they be like, why you so aggressive?
Right, like, you mean. Like, especially, like, when I do go down south to, like, Nashville, like, they be like, oh, y'all so aggressive. It's like, or y'all rude. But it's like, I don't know. It's different.
Facts. I remember when I went to Miami, these people from Detroit, they just knew we was from Chicago, I guess, because they heard how we talked and dressed or whatever. And they was like kind of iffy coming up to us. They're like, we don't want no problem, but is y'all from Chicago? Why you gotta say you
like,
don't want no problem?
Like,
but yeah, they that's what they told her. They're like, no, y'all just come off aggressive and like y'all be ready to get down. No, we all out of town. We ain't on them.
Right, we try to have fun.
Right, we try to get away from that shit. For sure. Who inspires you when it comes to music?
When it comes to music,
Like it could be like, you know, it ain't gotta be nobody big. It could be like family and stuff like that. Anybody.
Honestly, my grandma. But I won't say much as music, but especially with writing, because like just hearing her stories about like how much she used to write and the plays that she used to do, and also like poetry, it just made me like kind of want to continue that and just do it in my own way and just be able for her to see it in a bigger platform like she once did.
So do you be writing skits and stuff like that or movies, or you ever thought about doing something like that?
No, but I would try to do something. I think that's something I would definitely want to get into in the future, some screenwriting.
Okay, that's decent. Because trying to come up with story. I've been trying to do skits and stuff. Like try to come up with skits and do like short movies. Like, you know what Ellen Lee Chopper be doing? He do like his little short movies and shit. Like I want to do shit like that for the city and use like local artists and actors.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but like I'd be sitting there, be like, all right, so what I'm for like how I start this off?
I don't even know what to start with. Yeah.
So that's a good talent, man. Writing, because writing is definitely.
There's definitely so many lanes you could take with it.
Yeah, for sure. What is your creative process like when you make a song?
Oh, so I don't actually like sit down with the intent like, okay, I'm finna write a full song. It's like I really just let the pen do what it do. So it's like, for me, I'm a night owl. So it could be like 2 or 3 a.m. and that's when I start writing. So it's either I will have an idea in my head that I've been already thinking about all day, or I just go from a little beat, like I said, the first 30 seconds. And if not, But usually it take me about 20, 30 minutes, like on a good day, to just write a whole song. And then if not, like it might take me a few weeks to keep coming back to it.
Okay. Oh, well, that's what's up. All right. What is one of the conspiracy theories you low key believe in?
Ooh, like as above, so below. Like the firmament, like
Oh,
yeah.
that. First, I kind of got lost what you said, but okay, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
no, like the firmament, like
Firmament,
the
yeah,
sky and the water, like
yeah.
I do believe that.
Mm. I believed it. I'm gonna say I don't believe it, but I believe it too. Cause I be doing my research and I be
Hmm.
seeing it and I be like, it makes sense.
It do,
It make
like,
a lot of sense.
and a lot of the water is not like
It's right. You don't know
it's
what's in
we
that
don't know what's
motherfucking
down
water.
there, y'all.
We
I don't
don't.
know.
You don't know what's in that water. We know more about space than we know about
Right.
the fucking.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot too. I don't believe that. Like I was just looking into that when I was watching I think Transformers, whatever.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
no.
I love Transformers.
Yes. I
Transformers.
just got into it. Yeah, my
Yeah.
boyfriend had me binge watching it.
Yeah, I fuck with Transformers.
Yeah.
One of my favorite little franchise movies. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, space. That shit.
Yeah.
That's definitely on the what is it? The Fairmount Studios somewhere.
Right. That should make like they should be lying to us, y'all.
They do,
Do your own
man.
research.
For sure. All right. If you were at a cookout and the ox is in your hands, what is the first song you playing to keep your invite?
Ooh. So I don't know. Um, damn. I don't know. The first song that just came to my head was like a cookout on some like young people shit. Yeah, love for recuperate.
Okay.
I don't know. That song give me that. It's
For
decent.
sure. I bet. I thought you was gonna say something like, "Oh, Stephen music or something."
Nah.
Hell yeah, some R. Kelly or something. Let me stop. Are you listen to R. Kelly though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yes.
cool.
Step in the name of love, y'all.
Step in the name of love. They said that man got like 2 albums or so many
Right.
amount albums or something. He been made in jail.
I want to hear that.
Me too. I'm waiting.
I need some new.
All right, for sure. What is something you like about being an artist, or something you dislike about being an artist?
Something I like about being an artist, I really love just being on stage. Like I feel like that's my favorite part. Like actually being there in the moment, performing my music. Like I love that. And the part I don't like is just sometimes the process behind it and like everything that goes into it. Yeah, no, like you got to make sure all the studio time and then financing yourself as a smaller artist is like
Yeah,
it's
that
definitely.
independent
And
route.
then I'm in school, so it's a lot that goes into it. And then also it's like I may want to do something right then and now, but I can't at that moment. So just those restrictions for now.
Do they? I don't know. If they still have. Do they still have studios and stuff at
Yeah, I
Georgia?
actually just recorded a song in the studio like 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
Okay, for
but the only thing is like you just gotta find somebody to
sure. Of
record you.
course,
So yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, cause you do learn. Do you know how to do your own like type of recording or is it just
No,
more?
so like I got the stuff to record myself. I just don't know how. Like I can't go to YouTube University. I need somebody 1-on-one to teach me. I ain't gonna lie. That's not for me.
Talk about YouTube for sure. Cause YouTube, you go to YouTube for everything,
Yes, I
whatever
can't.
you need. Is there anything that you've been working on that we should expect, like new music for 2025?
I'm definitely working on building my catalog so
For
I
sure.
can drop my first album.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. You
like
have a name
that's
for it?
not yet,
Okay.
but I do want it to be something like just telling like who KYN is. That's my introduction, like all about me.
For sure. And how would you compare your next? How would you compare your next music to your recent music, like your EP and stuff like that? How would
So
you
like this
compare?
next project will probably be strictly like rap.
Okay.
Like no, I'm sorry, I'm out the lover girl thing right now. R&B. So like I really just want to give more to
Okay.
like my rap side right now.
For sure. That's what's up. Is there any collabs or anything you may be having?
No, but I am looking for like some artists to network and collab with. So hopefully from some upcoming shows I got,
Yeah.
you never know who might be on there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we do definitely got another show coming up. What is it, May 1st?
Yep.
May 1st, Twilight Fest. Shout out to
Yep.
DTX and
Shout out to
Lex.
y'all.
They definitely put on a festival with a bunch of
Yeah.
dope artists from the city. Um, Ken's actually one of the artists that's gonna be there, and
Can't wait.
then
Pop out.
pop out. It's gonna be lit, man. Some of the artists that's on the lineup been on the podcast too, so definitely tune in and come check us out if you're in Chicago, man. May 1st, Twilight Fest is gonna be lit. Um, and then my next question is, if you could have any feature, no budget limit, who are you calling first?
Ooh, who am I calling?
Hmm.
I think I would want to do a song with Doechii.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that will
She hot
push me
right
to
now
do
too.
something different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She definitely a character.
Yeah, she definitely a character. I feel like she would really bring out like that creative side out of me
Yeah,
and push me. So
yeah.
I really like that.
And I did. I'm gonna be honest. This year is really who I really found out who Doechii really was.
Hmm.
But when I did my research and looked her up, she has hella songs that's been like
Been
been,
viral,
been
but
viral.
nobody knew it was her. Like that's why it's like, yeah, like sometimes it's okay like to wait to pop off and
Yeah,
people finally connect it back to you.
yeah. The whole time she been had hits that we've been hearing in stores and
Yes.
shit. It's like
She been doing her
the
big
whole
one.
time this is her. That's crazy. If someone's hearing Ken for the first time, what song do you think they should start with and why?
Hmm. I think they should start with kinship. Cause
Ken,
why not? Like you get my name, you get me, and it's a good vibe. Like
for
you could
sure.
play that outside on the way to the party, whatever. So it's like, why not?
For sure. And it's gonna lead you into her new shit that she got
Yeah.
coming up. For sure. But before we wrap it up, is there anything else that you're working on outside of music? Any business ventures, merch, anything that you want to just put the people on? Of course, let them know where they can follow you and your music and stuff like that.
Currently right now, I'm just really working on just building my music and getting this degree.
For
So
sure, for
yeah,
sure.
just stay tuned for my upcoming shows. Like we said, May 1st, we got the Twilight Fest. Shout out to Lex and DTX, and then May 16th, I have Manifresh at Columbia College. So yeah, y'all can pop out there too. It's completely free. Just come support.
Hell
And
yeah,
y'all can follow me on Instagram at K. That's KAII.DOTT, and subscribe to my YouTube.
for sure. Y'all definitely lock in with her, man. And then you doing Manifest this year again too?
Yep.
We definitely gonna be there because I did miss last year and I was
Yes.
blue only because I had work.
Oh yeah,
But
and I
I wanted
perform at 3 too. So
Okay, so
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna make it this year because I wanted to go so bad last
Yes,
year.
I'm gonna look
Cause it'd
forward
be a
to it.
vibe.
It do.
It'd
It
be
be
a
nice.
vibe. It'd
Free
be
food,
free
drinks.
food
Everybody
outside.
be out.
Right.
The weather usually be nice around that time. So
Yeah. Hopefully it'd be good this year.
yes, please, no rain.
No rain. No
No
rain.
rain.
All right, man. Well, y'all go ahead and lock in with her. Go check her music out. She definitely got music on the way.
Yes.
Come check us out. Like she said on May 1st at the Twilight Fest. We're gonna be there in the building. I'll be one of the hosts there. So we definitely gonna have a vibe. You can follow her on Instagram and all her music. You can follow me on Instagram at IM_Cujo Hendrix and the podcast page at InDaCut Podcast _. And we out and we finna get into her performance. And we out.